Good morning. It is Sunday, February 21st, 2016 at 6:16 a.m. And let me remind you, I am not a morning person. I'm going through my morning waterboard routine. I've already put the my favorite. Back before when I was a model and stuff. I mean, well, not when I was a model, I was, whatever, right? But back when I was about 10, tall, long hair, beautiful, blah, 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 whatever, right? I couldn't gain weight. I would eat everything in sight, trying hard as fuck to gain weight because I didn't want to be a buck 10, and I used to make jokes that the food goes to feed my personality. It all goes to feed my personality, such a larger than life personality with so much energy and so much drive, no matter what happens to me. I mean, brain damage and copious amounts of lithium have, they fixed the skinny problem. Anyway, the whole vomiting thing. So people use, I mean, not regularly, but like every once in a while, somebody that would take concern would follow me to the bathroom to make sure I wasn't bulimic. Guess what, guys? I fucking hate throwing up. I hate it. Typhoid fever. Oh my God. Oh. And when I got back to base, the American medic was caringly funny at how the cure was going to cause more pain than disease. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. And that brings me to this morning's angry venting session. I was hunched over the sink, doing my thing, right? Thank you, Orisman. Actually, no. Thank you, Orisman. Thank you for purchasing the property in Thailand that I know you're going to purchase, because that would be the right thing to do in getting ahead of the situation you accidentally caused. It's the only right PR move I've left for you. Anyway, I was at the sink doing my thing, feeling demoralized by how little was coming up yet again. You mean that's all it takes to... It's amazing what little things can have such a huge impact. It really is. And such little things are so easily overlooked because the squeaky wheel gets the noise. Because we've been oiling that wheel way far long after it should have been recycled and replaced. And all these things come together to, hey, wow, guess what? Thank you for America for betraying your veterans and everything it means to be American. That's why I'm resting on free speech and patriotism, so that I can slap the hysterical masses that are freaking out. Hopefully knock some sense into them, and go, wow, remember what it means to be American. Because we have strayed, y'all. We have strayed. And being surrounded by all this social subterfuge causes American veterans, America's bent, demoralized, and damaged American anti-heroes into such shame we kill ourselves as an escape looking for hope. Wow, America, have you abandoned your veterans or what? Because guess what? There's nothing wrong with us. The problem's you. There's nothing wrong with us. We came back from war with our eyes open. We came back from war with a much higher respect for life, with the mindful presence of realizing the difference between what's important and what's not. And America's gotten blindfolded, spun around, and pushed forward into the masses with pin the tail on the asshole. Not a fucking clue what important is. Guess what? It's not the shit you wrap your life in daily. Important is right and wrong. Important is life and death. Important is learning to live with the blood on your hands. Because we fought for you. And then we come home and you make us daily ashamed of the fact that we lived. Your mindless obfuscation of priorities is revolting. It is so revolting we choose to eat bullets. Because we are ashamed of what we've done. For this? Because we go to the grocery store in the middle of the night just to be left alone because, we gotta eat. But we don't want to deal with you. We don't want to deal with you because as masses, as individuals, I'm sure you're fine. Much like the big army can suck my dick, but the soldiers, I will die for you. The masses, wow. Look at the groupthink behavior that has brought us to the verge of our own destruction with the world right behind us, because guess what? The world looks to us. Wow. No pressure. No pressure. Just your daily mindless behavior is already offing veterans at 20 times faster than war, making the American people and American culture 20 times more deadly to us than terrorism ever has been. Golf clap. Golf clap. There is nothing wrong with us. The problem is that we have no hope. We have no faith. We have come back with our eyes opened and drowning in the shit we can't escape. Because that's all there is. Because America's heads shoved up their ass so fucking far and shit so full of our eyes that we can't even see. We think the veterans are the problem. Yeah, the problem's not us. The problem is the fact that... So I was going to the VA last week. I go every Tuesday. DC VA. Shit! I woke up laying down. I go to sleep sitting up, but holy fuck. Sometimes I wake up laying down. Actually, hold on. Product placement. Because, yes, that's also going to be a big deal of the business that is going to be part of branding, morals, and values, and marketing this shit. Okay, inhaling the peppermint directly is uncomfortable, but it's effective. Ugh. Holy shit. So you can even hear the difference in how much my sinuses have opened. Oh, fuck. It's just that now they're kind of burning because this shit's strong. Oh my god, but you can... Oh, I can breathe. The fact that my sinuses burn is almost negligible because I can breathe. And this right here is why America, this is how America has betrayed us. Because how many people in that chain of command, in that chain of process, accepted no for an answer when they shouldn't have? How many people fell in line to cause this blight I live with 24/7? That was completely preventable. That all somebody had to do was their job. Because, oh well, don't make a wave. Oh well, Dr. Milgram's experiments when nobody even checked on the fucking body. Hi, America. America is representative of... is represented by all those people that were in Dr. Milgram's experiment that did nothing. And you know what? You want updated versions of this shit? Check out Richard Wiseman. But you see, all that shit's already in my stomach. I might be able to breathe now, but it's in my stomach. And then your body starts spasming, and then because most of us mindly have lack of control of our body, we see, I can physically focus and control the muscles and the contractions and the spasms and the... but only mindfully. So mindfully, I can control the contractions in my stomach, and I can cease the America has become mindless animals that have lost our way, weakened our culture, and shame our veterans. My own father was like, I really don't understand how calling a hero could be shameful. Welcome to the world, Helen Keller. My dad is a wonderful man. If anything, I take after... the good in me takes after my father. The driven aggressor in me takes after my mother. That's okay, I've learned both very well. Oh, shit. See now... see what the peppermint seems to do is, it causes shock in a lot of my sinuses, allowing me to breathe clearly for a little bit, and then all that stuff that's, that in-between viscosity, it's not thick enough to be treated, and it's not thin enough to just not bother you. Well, now the peppermint causes everything to go shock and then run really thin for a little bit, so now I'm just like, hey, runny nose, runny nose, runny nose, but you know what? At least I can breathe. Because somehow no has become an option for America. We need to remind, we, as veterans, as the ones that carry the burden, as the ones that swore to fight foreign enemies, foreign and domestic. The enemy is our own, which is why we need to fight a war no shots fired. No shots fired because we love the enemy, because the enemy is us. We just need to open eyes. And that's why it is a war of hearts and minds. And I believe that is why God kept me alive. Because I have lived and breathed manipulation and influence of hearts and minds since I was 5. Yeah, shit happens. Okay, suck it up, move on. I also have a significant array of degrees in education and experience and professions and blah, 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 whatever. Even before I chose to put on the uniform that I never deployed in, but trust me, I did the zones all the same. America, you need to wake up. Because there's nothing wrong with America's veterans. You need to try and measure up to us a lot more. You need to realize that the curtains don't matter, that human life does. You need to realize that when you've got a car in your repair bay that's only supposed to be there for 2 weeks and it's been there for 3 months, it's literally become the office joke. It has disabled veteran tags. It's got War Than Peace door magnets. Bam! It is in your face, veteran, that people have been consistently contacting you from word go, saying how important this vehicle is to the continued care and recovery, that your absolute behavioral negligence causes a veteran to then have a mental breakdown because, again, of your negligence. And then, when you actually finally get around, 3 months late, to doing your fucking job, because no was an answer all that time, no matter the impact it had on someone else, no was a very obvious chosen option. And then are so offensive to the soldier as a veteran that your own staff shouts, "Thank you for your service," as I pull off. Yeah, I guess to be more accurate is I slammed the gas and gunned off. Oh, I was pissed. Welcome to the impact of your actions, America. Welcome to seeing what your refusal of actually paying attention, of actually making a little more effort, of actually having human compassion for the next person, of actually doing your job. Because, that would be the capitalistic American way, but instead we embrace capital sin. How many people in my chain of command, in my unit, did nothing for 364 days when quite literally all that had to be done was a single piece of paper to be signed so that I would have access to medical treatment for my 2 shattered ankles because cartilage doesn't show on x-rays. Okay. Wow. Now let's carry it over into the civilian sector. How many people, again, had an entire year? Well, no. Let me rephrase. Sorry. February to February. It's my anniversary. February 2016, when the accident happened. In February 2015, it's my 1-year anniversary. They only fucked up for 3 months. But wow, did they grievously fuck up and seriously impact my health. Both negligent chains, domino effects of action will permanently impact the rest of my life. My ability to walk and my ability to breathe. And God apparently decides that my purpose is more important than brain damage. Geez, if I could just have a heart attack, if I could. But unfortunately, I've always been a bit of a health nut, so a heart attack is kind of unlikely. And obviously, death itself was not enough. Mission continues. Charlie Mike. Because we said we were going to defend our values, our country, against enemies, foreign and domestic. And that domestic enemies are at least 20 times of a bigger threat to America than the wars of my generation. Yeah. What it was, get the board out of your own eye before you get the splinter out of somebody else. Judge not, lest ye be judged. Because you know what? All the bodies all the people we're sending over for what we believe is such a travesty, guess what? You're worse. I have been there. I have talked to them. I have met them. And I am more ashamed and in danger to be a civilian in America than I was a soldier at war. Wake up. Enemies, foreign and domestic, guys. There's nothing wrong with us. We know what's important. We are burdened, rightfully so, and understandably so. We are burdened by the things we have done, the things that were necessary to be done. We did the best that we could. And yeah, shit, war fucking sucks. Embrace the suck. See, the demoralizing part is we're home now. And we still don't understand why. We're home now, and it wasn't worth it. We're home now, and we are finding suicide as a viable option, as an escape, hoping for peace. Because the actions we took, we are ashamed to come home and find out and realize the hard way. We weren't worth it. America has not been worth the burden we carry, or we wouldn't be choosing to die. If we were worth it, we would be sorrowfully proud of what we've done. We would be welcomed back into the loving arms for more than just a flash in the pan. We would feel good about ourselves. We would feel good about our lives. We would have purpose. We would have mission. We would be brought back in and let's get back to work, guys. Let's make the world better. Woo! Because those were the values that were because the values that were drilled in us, the values that kept us alive, are not American values. No, let me replace. They are American values. They are not the values of the American people. Think about that. United States service members have been brought to the edge and back, standing on values that the American people don't live. I am truly sorry and heartbroken. But America is the reason why we kill ourselves. America, enemies foreign and domestic. And it would really behoove American people to start living up to the values that are drilled into us instead of simply looking up to heroes. The heroes died. Foreign soil is soaked with American blood of heroes so that we could come home. And you are not worth the loved ones that we lost in a place very far away. We are disappointed. As survivors of war, we are disappointed in America. Now you need to get your shit together and make us proud. Veterans lead the way. Happy hunting. And good morning.